So we got a rule of law crisis. And, you know, as I said at CPAC this week, or today, it was early in the morning, so it seems like it was yesterday, that President Trump is a crime victim. I mean, he's been targeted with illegal acts by federal law enforcement. I don't know how else to put, you can't put lipstick on that pig, the attacks on President Trump. You just, it's criminal what's taking place. It's abusive, yes, but lots of things are abusive. It's wrong, yes, lots of things are wrong. But I think it's illegal. I think it's criminal to have government officials like Peter Strzok abuse their offices to target people they don't like politically. And because Mueller is still doing his operation, they're never going to have you're not going to get a serious criminal investigation of that activity. This is why the Mueller operation needs to be shut down, so we can do a full examination of the corruption behind the targeting of President Trump. The Democrats on the Hill are just going to continue the abuses using the powers available to them now that they control the House. And the biggest abuse, I think, is going to be the misapplication of the law allowing certain members of Congress the right to review confidential tax return information. Now, typically, your tax return information, and every American's tax return information, is highly confidential. And the improper release or distribution of that can lead to significant jail time for those implicated. But of course, Congress always has an exception to every rule for themselves, and Congress can review tax return information in certain circumstances. And they're pretending that they have a legitimate need to review President Trump's tax returns. Talk about an abuse of law. Now, I don't think the law allows them to do it as they say, and there ought to be a fight. But it just shows you how far they're willing to go. And it's no surprise to me because this left-wing machine under Obama used the IRS to try to destroy his political opposition in 2012. They misused government agencies to try to destroy Obama's political opposition because he wanted Hillary Clinton to be re-elected in 2016, hence the attacks on Trump. And they come back around again to the IRS this year, now that they're in control of the House, to abuse the law to violate President Trump's rights. You know, President Trump isn't above the law. No one's above the law. But he's not below the protection of the law. And the totalitarian left never lets the law get in the way of going after its enemies. And we've seen that with President Trump. So this is why I get upset about this, because I just see this as a fundamental rule of law issue. And we elect our president. And I don't want bureaucrats coming in and breaking the law to undo elections. Now, impeachment in the House and the Senate, that would be a political process. But it's a precious right those senators and congressmen have. The impeachment would begin in the House, and to abuse that right to target President Trump, not because he did anything wrong, but simply you're still mad about losing an election, that would be an abuse of power. And as I said, they're trying to, in my view, improperly take his tax returns, they'll rifle through them to see if they can find anything they can target him further with. It's just abuse after abuse.